Hey y'all. Oy. Today's day 30 for real of my wellness journey, and wow, this journey has taken some twists and turns from where I started, but I am celebrating day 30 with a mindful morning. My name is Terry, and if you're new here, well, this is my wellness journey channel where I post updates, tips, ideas, life hacks, and just like the real process of what it's like to bring intention to your health and wellness when you've got your life stacked. And I'm excited to see how that evolves in time. So thanks for joining me. I'm gonna start out with journaling. If you have a journal, I invite you to take it out, and today's video I'm gonna just be journaling for a bit. I was reminded how much I love journaling through a few conversations I've had recently, and I just wanted to bring that into my AM today because I do have I'm making the choice, right? It's all about choices. Later this AM, I will go do homework, and then I will do a demo yoga class where I'm going to basically be interviewing and doing a trial to see if the studio wants to hire me. So I'm really excited, nervous, but let's giggity go. So today is 4/23. If you've got your journal, I invite you to write down whatever is coming to mind. So I'm gonna start going with mine. I'm gonna take a few deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the nose. I am feeling the couch beneath me, the crisscross of my legs, my back is supported, and what would serve me is to move my body today. Having variety during finals does feel good and grounding. Grounding is so important to me. It is important because it helps me feel relaxed and present. It is the opposite of anxiety. Wow, feeling grounded is the opposite of anxiety. that's a huge breakthrough for me because I've struggled with anxiety a lot, and I'm exploring the theme of like grounding. I've always known about it, and I've always like known it was important, and I love being outside in nature, and I talk about that a lot in the content I make and in the conversations I have. But to really embody being grounded and to really make that my focus is something that's going to be really healing for me. And it's not just because there's like, I've heard people say anxiety and excitement is like the same physiologically, but for me it's different, like, because the anxiety can be so provoking that like I'm hyperventilating, and it goes into like the lines of panic. When I get anxious, like it slips into panic sometimes. So like being grounded, you can be excited and be grounded. I think you can even be anxious and be grounded, but it's not, it's more, there's more control. So maybe I could be anxious but be grounded, and that would help me not go into the panic. And I do observe that I've been doing that I've been able to like catch myself when I'm getting anxious and kind of like self-soothe and de-escalate. But having a practice like this, I'm able to get a lot of those ideas out. So what I was saying was, I can feel, or I have witnessed myself, and if I'm talking too much and you're trying to journal, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of experimenting with different ways of making content. So if you're still here, thank you. So I'm gonna get back to my process. I have witnessed myself feel anxious and excited, but they're not the same. Not the same. Anxiety usually, or anxiety can at times lead to panic. Excitement usually doesn't lead to panic. If I am grounded, if I am anxious yet grounded, I can imagine that panic would be less likely to occur. I'm gonna be quiet now for a little while. So if you're still with me, I'm gonna eat some breakfast if you want to keep chilling. I've got a yogurt parfait with blueberries and homemade granola. It's been so nice spending some time with you and doing a video like this, because I was doing videos like this maybe a year ago for sure. Slowing down to eat is such a great way to practice mindfulness. And I mean, journaling, I don't think I've ever written in a journal on YouTube, but it was an interesting experience. I'm curious to hear how it went for you. But like, slowing down when I eat, it's so grounding, and that's what I wrote a lot about and I talked a little bit about, was just like grounding. So what I'm noticing with this mindful meal is that I am full and there's like a little bit left. And part of me is like, oh, I'll just finish it. But I'm not going to. And I will finish it later. Because it's so good. But I don't want to force myself to do anything. We shouldn't do that with our bodies. We shouldn't force ourselves. Although I did sign up for a 5K and I'm gonna force myself to do it, but I'm not gonna force myself to run it. I'm gonna just do it at my pace. And I will post updates about that. And I don't know, this is just so special. I'm gonna take a little sip of my beverages if you want to stick around another few minutes. I've got my water. I've got a dirty chai. That's chai, tea, and coffee. That's good. All right, that's it. I've got my plan. It's a little different than the Google time blocking I did, but it's worthy and it is grounded. So this has been fun. I will see you on the next one. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed and you're still here, the content is ever evolving, but I do videos like this every once in a while, so I invite you to stick around. All right, I'll see you on the next one.